You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments below. Be sure to smash that like button. So LSU got awesome news Wednesday. Ali Gay returning. It's been really a lot of good news throughout this week. Micah Baskerville is returning. They've gone bonkers in the transfer portal with 11 additions, many of whom are now enrolled at LSU, and it's been announced on Thursday formally as part of the LSU program. We've gone through this week, though, and we've assessed where LSU is at different positions. And there's one consensus. LSU is still dangerously thin at cornerback. They have added one transfer cornerback so far in Mekhi Gardner from ULL. But their numbers at cornerback are paper thin, dangerously thin. It's the most glaring weakness on the team. Ali Gay returning really solidifies you on the defensive line. You add Mekhi Wingo. At linebacker, you've added West Weeks from Virginia. You get Micah Baskerville back. You get Mike Jones back. You'd love to add more bodies there, but you're good there. Now, safety and nickel safety, you feel good, especially adding Joe Fouché. And then you've added Gregory Brooks from Arkansas. And to go along with Jay Ward, who can play safety or corner. Sage Ryan, who played sort of nickel safety this year, could play either. And all the guys that are your traditional safeties. Major Burns will be healthy next year. You've got guys everywhere except at cornerback. And LSU's trying to fix that. They need to fix that. Obviously need to fix that. You've got Demarius McGee and you've got Raydarius Jones. You got two corners. You signed LaTerrence Welch and you signed Jordan Allen, so you got two freshmen coming in. That's four. And you've added Mekhi Gardner in the transfer portal, which gives you five corners. Now, you could move Jay Ward to corner. You could potentially play Sage Ryan at corner. You still don't even have enough bodies. When you're primarily playing nickel, and you got five defensive backs on the field, three of whom are cornerbacks, when you only have five total, that's a problem. I can remember in the 8th grade, we had a football team at Most Blessed Sacrament where we had 12 guys on the team, which meant during a game, there was always like just one guy standing on the sideline. There were 11 playing, one on the sideline. And you're like, yeah, you're in trouble with your numbers like that. When we would practice, we would do half of the line at a time. It would be like center guard, tackle, quarterback, running back, and then you'd have like half the defense on the other side. Anyway, that's what LSU's cornerback room looks like right now. But as we mentioned, they're trying to fix it. Tigers are targeting a Louisiana native. Jarrick Bernard-Converse, who has entered the transfer portal after starting his career at Oklahoma State. He is a target by this LSU staff right now. And, man, this would be a big get if they were able to snag him. So a little bit of background. He's from Evangel. He was not highly recruited coming out of Evangel. He was a 3-star. He was the 88th best safety in the country, the 47th best prospect in Louisiana. So didn't have legitimate major offers. So he goes to Oklahoma State. And what do you know? The kid actually knew how to play football. Gets on the field as a freshman in 2018 and wins the Russell Okung Award for Oklahoma State's Outstanding Newcomer. As a freshman in 2018, he ended up starting the last 9 games of the season, and he has started every game since to the tune of 47 consecutive starts. How about that? Stunning. And because of the COVID, he's played 4 years, but because of the COVID year, he has a free 5th year of eligibility. Perhaps another Louisiana kid who might have the opportunity to finish his career at LSU. And he has been not just a body on the field who's played a bunch, he has been massively impactful. Starting 9 games as a freshman, as a sophomore, had 54 tackles, was among the team leaders in that category. As a junior, started all 11 games at cornerback, tied for the team lead in PBUs, and then this year as a senior was first team all Big 12, 51 tackles, 11 pass breakups in 14 games. 6'1", long corner. He fits the mold. I'm not telling you he's Elias Ricks. I'm not telling you he's Dwight McGlothern. I am telling you he's better than any cornerback you have on the roster right now. He would step in, if you're able to get him, he would step on campus and immediately be the best cover cornerback you have on your roster if he commits to LSU. Now you can start to work if you get it. Because you can put Jarrick Bernard-Converse on one side, and then you could let him battle it out on the other side. Maybe it's Mekhi Gardner. Maybe it's a combination of the guys who are already here with Demarius McGee and Redarius Jones. Maybe they battle it out for one of those starting spots. Maybe it allows you to keep Jay Ward at safety, Sage Ryan at nickel, or Sage Ryan and Gregory Brooks rotate at nickel. You understand my point? My point is you have options. When you solidify one of your starting spots, you have options for how you move the pieces on the chessboard to get your best players on the field in whatever look you want. But you got to have that queen piece on the chessboard first, the king piece on the chessboard first. This would be the guy at the greatest position of need you have right now who would be your alpha if you could get him. I don't have any insight. We've all just found out about this that LSU's targeting as soon as he entered the transfer portal. And sincerely hopeful that LSU is able to make this happen. And it doesn't sort of fit the bill, fit the mold of what LSU has done so far in the portal. They've gone after veteran guys with Louisiana ties who are, have a year of eligibility remaining, who've played a lot of football, who can transition here in their final season of major college football to play in their home state school and try to do it big at LSU. And Jarrick Bernard-Converse would certainly meet that criteria if LSU can get him. So if you're just wondering about the numbers, LSU, they signed, as we mentioned, the 2 cornerbacks in December with LaTerrence Welsh and Jordan Allen. They added, like we mentioned, Mekhi Gardner, the transfer from ULL. So put you at 5 corners. And you have 8 scholarship spots remaining. So you have 11 players in the transfer portal already. You have 8 scholarship spots still remaining for the class of 2022. I don't know if they'll fill all 8 through the February signing period, 2 weeks from yesterday. They hold spots for maybe potential transfers after spring football. Don't know. But the other player that that we were talking about was Latrell McCutcheon, who was the highest-rated remaining cornerback in the portal who had been at Oklahoma. Well, he announced today he's going to Southern Cal. So with McCutcheon off the board, this is as good of an option as there exists right now for a transfer. Louisiana kid with a chance to come home and finish out his college career at LSU at a position of dire need. Go get him. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact. And be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.